So I just locked myself out of the room.
Meghan Trainor! We're gonna sing a few songs.
Remember what happened last time we were on a boat?
Because you know we all about the bass.
Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a vlog for you. You may be able to hear some banging in the background. I'm actually in the north of Spain, in an area called Galicia, and in a town called Obolo, which is somewhere that I've never actually heard of before. Let me just show you where I am exactly on the map. So you can see Spain here, Madrid is down there, and I'm up here, just to the north of the border of Portugal. So I actually flew into Porto, and it was about a 2.5 hour drive up to here, and then tomorrow I'm actually heading home via Madrid, which is going to be a 4 hour drive, which, not going to lie, I'm kind of dreading. The thought of being 4 hours in the van when the roads here are very windy, as you'll see in a minute, isn't filling me with joy, but I've got some travel sickness tablets ready to go. So I'll be leaving tomorrow morning. I've been out here doing a bit of directing work, producing directing work, and had a lovely shoot. It is basically in the middle of nowhere. It's like countryside here, so it's quite remote. All the towns here are quite small, and yeah, there's no kind of big town as such, so the town we're staying in is quite small. The banging noises, which I probably should address, is because there's been the festivals going on here, so it's kind of festival season at the moment. So there's been all sorts of things going on. There's been carnivals in the street, there's been flower throwing, which I had to get involved with. Yeah, it's just been a really interesting experience being in this part of Spain. So I've been out here for a week. The night before I came out here, I went to a really fun event at the London Eye, which was with lastminute.com, who I was working with over on Instagram. I'm very sorry about the banging, but there's really nothing I can do about it. So I'll carry on. Please excuse it, and just please put up with it for this part of the vlog. And yeah, had a really fun evening. So what I'm going to do now is just insert a little bit of footage from my evening on the London Eye. It was really, really fun, and there was a party on a boat, and Meghan Trainor popped in, so I'm sure lots of you know who she is. So I'll pop in some footage from that evening, and then we'll jump back in here.
We're back to go on the London Eye. This will be an insert in a vlog, so we don't know what vlog this will be in yet. I thought we were in the Bahamas.
Oh, look at that. Right, let me show you the view out the window. Look at that.
I'm really happy to introduce you to somebody who you've definitely been used to via your ears, because her songs have been all over the radio, and you can watch her right now on your TV because she is the coaches with the mostest. I think I can say that, can't I? Coaches is a word, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the delightful Meghan Trainor!
Oh, hello everyone! We're gonna sing a few songs. Hi cutie! And I won't be no stick figure silicone body dog. No, no, no. So we got much of it to go ahead and love.
Remember what happened last time we were on a boat together?
The ducks! All the time on the boat. Because you know we all about the bass, by the bass.
The ducks! The ducks! Count the ducks.
Come on,
No ducks.
Ducks. Dear future husband, make that home. Don't leave me lonely, and no one will ever see your friend. But I'd like to be in trouble with you this morning, getting it on. Yes. Thank you so much for vibing so hard with me. Wow. I want it that way. And tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache.
Before that I hadn't been on the London Eye for probably about 10 years, so it was really cool to get back on it. I do highly recommend if you ever come to London that you go on the London Eye. And also it's interesting in different times of day. Like daytime, obviously the views are very different to nighttime, so worth thinking about that. I'd say a good time to go on it would be like early morning to catch the sunrise, or even like the sunset time would be a really good spot to book a, do you call it a flight on it, I guess? But yeah, the plan now for this evening is I need to get packed up because I've got everything just messy in the hotel room, and most of my work here is done. I've got a few notes to do, but I've got a lot of time at the airport tomorrow and also 4 hours traveling, so I'm not going to worry about that this evening. I've got about an hour until I'm going to meet up with the crew that I'm working with to go out for dinner. So I'm going to get the room packed up because we're leaving first thing, and then I thought we'd just have a quick look around the town. I'm going to pop to the supermarket here and pick up some wine to pop into my suitcase because the wine here is very, very good and very, very cheap. So I'm going to do that, and then yeah, just go out for a lovely bite to eat later on. I'm saying this and I'm also in the mood just to lie on the bed and scroll on my phone for a bit, so it's quite difficult to vlog with this noise going on. February's been the quickest month ever. I have been quite run down. I've been having these things called Lemlift that I got from Poundland to try and sort me out, and Barocca every day, and I think that's done the trick. I came out here with a cold and I think I'm over the worst of it, so I'm feeling all right now. And then when I get back to the UK, I've got lots of bits to kind of catch up on with YouTube and blog stuff. So while I've been out here, I was shooting across the weekend, and I love working on the weekends because my inbox is nice and quiet, whereas when I'm shooting somewhere and it's a weekday, that's when I struggle because I'm trying to get my job done, and then also in the evenings, lunch break, when I get a minute, do things like emails and try and keep up. So it gets a bit like my head's all over the shop. So weekends are actually lovely to work because you just have that little bit of extra peace and quiet. But I'm rambling now, so I think we should probably head out, have a little look around the little town that I'm staying in, and we'll get to the supermarket, look at the wine. Also, I should probably quickly tell you as well, you know, normally when I stay in a hotel, I bang on about the breakfast situation, wonderful breakfast buffet, etc. Show you some clips of it. Hasn't been quite the vibe here. Got our own bran flakes from the supermarket to have. Choices were limited, and the owner of the hotel's kind of like a Spanish Basil Fawlty, so he's just been hanging out at breakfast, just watching. So I've been eating bran flakes of a morning, being watched. So breakfasts are quite awkward, and yeah, I've just been having bran flakes, which isn't like me, but it's probably a good thing, to be honest with you. Right, I'm just rabbiting on now. Boring you senseless, I'm sure. But let's head out and we'll see what we find in the town. These are the things I picked up in Poundland. They're called Lemlift, and they're immune support, and they seem to have been doing the trick. And these emergency bananas look like, yeah, I need to eat those basically, don't I? is actually Pancake Day, but I don't think they celebrate Pancake Day here, but I'm wondering if maybe the flower throwing is something to do with that. I guess it's one way of using up all the stuff in your cupboards before Lent. And if any of you do give up things for Lent, let me know what you're giving up. Anything naughty that you're not going to be consuming the next, is it 40 days? I'm not sure when Easter is this year, but I've just ended up at the other side of town now. So I think we're gonna loop back round and maybe have a look down at the river. And then I really need to go back and pack my suitcase. It's a completely different story the other side of town. It's dead here. Apart from the banging, obviously. Oh. I think the local kids are in trouble. So I've made it down to the river. We're in a big valley here, and there's so many valleys in this area. I don't feel like I've ever seen countryside quite like this. Sorry, still going on. But yeah, the valleys have just been incredible. I'm going to insert some footage of some of the scenery now, so you'll get an idea. Woo! Sorry about this, of the scale of them. And yeah, just how beautiful they are. Absolutely stunning. And let's have a look at the river here.
Give me a reason to get out of bed. I need a minute to think, or maybe two. 'Cause yesterday I lost control and said some things I felt that you should know. I need a day to clear my mind and leave it all behind. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight tomorrow. I let my worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. I keep repeating the same mistakes. I did them all before, in every shape. There's a million ways to mess things up, and I need some time to figure out what to say and make our troubles disappear. Oh, tomorrow's near.
Right, I'm gonna head back to the hotel. I know some of you get a bit anxious when I always do my last minute packing before going to the airport, so you'll be pleased to know that I am packing this evening so that I won't be rushing in the morning. Well, that's the theory anyway, so let's head back, pack the suitcase. I give up.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it.
Okay, I think I'm as packed as I can be until the morning. I just need to throw in my wash bag and switch up my clothes. I've left my gym kit out because you never know, a miracle might happen in the morning. Probably won't, but one can hope. So that's staying out, and everything else is packed up. So I just locked myself out of the room, which didn't go down brilliantly with Spanish basil faulty, but I just wanted to show you what I'm wearing out this evening. I've got the Zara coat on that I picked up when I was in China, and also the shirt that I picked up from there as well. Both of these were in the sale. And then I've got H&M jeans, which I could barely do up. Not sure what's going on there. Let's not discuss that. And my classic Dr. Martin Chelsea boots. Right, let's go. I've made it to Madrid airport. It took, oh, the sun's right in your eyes, not in my eyes. It took about 5 hours to get here, and we're here really early as well, so I've got a few hours to kill here. So what I'm probably going to do is just get a bit of work done in the airport lounge, but I thought have a quick look around duty free, because it would be rude not to, and then yeah, head to the lounge, get a bit of work done, and I'll be back in London at around 6 PM, all being well.
Can't get up alone, too heavy on my own. The world is moving on, I'm still standing here.
They've got the Bruegel rum here on promotion, and this is what I did a Valentine's Day campaign for over on Instagram, and it is really nice. I do recommend this rum if ever you are at duty free and you see a bottle on offer. Some new Pringles out, Rice Fusion. I also took a travel sickness tablet and it really knocked me out. I think I slept for most of the journey, but now I'm feeling so drowsy, so I think I'm gonna go and get a coffee. Hopefully that'll sort me out.
Change your mind, and it won't come easy, but I know it's worth a fight. And I will run across the rivers, anywhere with you. I won't give up, I'll take my chances, and I will follow you through the night. I'll follow you.
Good morning, it's the next day. I've just been to the gym and I'm now heading to the post office to pick up some parcels that I missed while I was away. I didn't continue any vlogging yesterday because that travel sickness tablet maybe shouldn't have been mixed with a glass of wine. I got back and I was so spaced out at the airport. At one point I washed my hands and then dried them without rinsing them, so I'd still got hand soap on them. I was like, my brain wasn't quite joining up the dots, so I thought I better not come on the camera. I probably should have actually, it might have been quite entertaining for you. But yeah, I'm heading to the post office now to collect some parcels, and then I'm going to be doing a bit of admin this morning. It has been raining and it has also been snowing a tiny bit as well, so we might be getting some snow here in London. I've heard that there's snow elsewhere in the UK. Let me know how it is where you are when you're watching this, because I think there might be still snow where you are. I've just made some porridge and I am going to eat this. Obviously, it's what you make porridge for. And yeah, I've made it like horse food. I'm also having one of these Upbeat protein waters. So these were sent to me and they contain 12 grams of protein. Let's see what it's like. Oh, it's quite sharp. Is that lime flavour? Summer lemon. It's going to taste like that homemade lemonade. It's quite nice. No fat, no sugar, no salt, and there is 12 grams of protein in here, so that's pretty decent, isn't it? And then in a little while we're going to head into town. Luke is in town working with St. Christopher's Place, which is just north of Oxford Street, and it's kind of like a place where there's some restaurants, shops, various bits and bobs. It's just tucked away, and he's invited me down for lunch, which will be very, very nice. We're going to have lunch at a place called Bone Daddies. So have my porridge now, and then we'll be eating something much more interesting in a bit. This is the wine that I got in the supermarket in Spain. I think this was €3.50, half price. It is so nice. I wish I'd got more. I need to get a bigger suitcase.
I used to stay up all night trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness. Give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. Then you came to me and you gave me reason
tube got stuck, so I was a little bit late, but here we are. Luke's here. Your second time on this vlog. We left him at the London Eye, singing about ducks. And here we are again, reunited, and we're going to have some delicious food. We're in a place called Bone Daddies, and it's just off of Oxford Street, a place called St Christopher's Place, so we're going to dig in now. Very, very nice. Not good, mate. Yeah. Really nice. Oh, yummy. I love this sort of food. So Luke's gone for a ramen, I've gone for a curry. They actually supply bibs in here, so
we've got to put them on.
I feel like we probably need to. Luke's in a white jumper as well, so
I was about to say, I actually need to.
You put one on?
Yeah, 100%. Bibs are ready. Oh, come on, mate. Right. Oh my god.
Right.
That's a look.
Yeah.
That is a look.
I feel like I want to eat really messy just to make the most of the bib situation. I can be really free with my food now.
Actually fits me quite well. Right, I'm going to go into the taste test now. Here we go. This smells. How's yours, mate?
Really, really good. It's perfect for a day like today, actually. For an old rainy day. Lunch was lovely.
I actually can't. London's broken.
Yeah, it really is. The travel has been interesting. What have we done? Tube?
Train.
Yeah.
Overground. You're going to do overground.
Yeah. It's not smooth. Mercury's still playing about. Let me know if Mercury's affecting your life.
It's like going down a slope, and the slope is a cheese grater and you're on like a doormat. It's not enjoyable or comfortable. But we're getting through it with a smile on our face.
Got to get off this train in the right stop. I'm not going to vlog anymore because I know that I'll just miss the stop.
Yeah. Where am I going?
We're going.
Yeah, do Nelly.
Okay, I've nearly made it home. I thought I was going to do that thing where you end up getting on the train again and then go in the wrong direction, end up back in town, but I'm nearly home now, so I think I'm going to end the vlog here. And then hopefully this will be up for you tomorrow evening, so that will be Friday when you're watching this. I hope you have a really good weekend, whatever you've got planned. Let me know how the weather is where you are, if you've had any snow yet. I'm curious to know. And yeah, I hope you have a really good one. I'm going to be back filming. I've got some slow cooker recipes coming for you very soon. The really easy ones where you just open the packets and throw everything in. So if you're a bit of a lazy cook like me, then hopefully you'll enjoy that one. And I've got lots more things in the pipeline. So do hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm out of breath. I need to get down to the gym again tomorrow, clearly. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.